Hey everyone, how's it going? So what we're going to do in this video is walk through just a thought process to see one of the many ways we can use ChatGPT to improve our productivity. And with any tool, it's only productive if you're getting value out of it and you're saving time. And for me as an instructor, I'm always thinking, and also just within my businesses and business, I'm thinking, how can I be more productive and efficient in utilizing my time? Because time is one thing we only get once. Once it's gone, you won't get it back. So thinking through my courses, my classes, there is one of my classes where we're looking at revamping our discussion questions, and the students have discussion questions throughout the term. This first question is just an intro one. Basically, it's an intro question about them, sort of introducing themselves to the class. And sort of getting that conversation going. So I'm going to put in the existing discussion question and see if we can craft something that's maybe a bit more meaningful or exciting. I don't know. This is a live demonstration on the fly. I've thought through this, but I'm wondering if we can get a better result that will maybe have a more meaningful answer from our students. So within any conversation with ChatGPT, one of my first things is always saying, Chat, I need your help. You can say need your assistance. It's just treating ChatGPT like a conversation, and you don't have to do that. But I find it's just easier as if you're talking with a real person. So what can I help with? So I have a discussion question for my class, and I want to try and make it more engaging or meaningful for students, where it's more than simply tell me about yourself. Here is an example of what I have already, but I want to improve on this. Now, I'm going to copy and paste the example. And now what's important though is ChatGPT doesn't know the meaning, the structure, the output, why we're doing it, how we're doing it. It doesn't know that. ChatGPT has the insight and the data and the information to collect from to create amazing discussion questions. But it doesn't know why, the type of class, what we're doing, or even what improve means to me. And that's important to understand that context. So let's just see what chat did. So basically I said, I need your help. What do you want help with? A discussion question. I want to improve it so it's just more meaningful and helpful for students. And it said, that's a great start. Here are some suggestions to make your discussion question more engaging and meaningful. Include a personal story. As a reflection, ask for a reflection on a current event or a trend. Interesting. Invite students to share their strengths and weaknesses. Ask for a creative expression and include a discussion prompt. What does he mean by that? So include, after introducing themselves, asks students to engage in discussion with their classmates on a specific topic related to marketing technology. Now we do that already to a degree. We do that where students, the later questions in this specific class, they have other questions where they've got discussion questions. They basically have a dialogue with their colleagues in. So we're not going to do that. But let's sort of see what we can do. So include a personal story. Ask for a reflection on a current trend or event. Now that's interesting. Said I'm interested in. You can say now if I want to focus on this, right? Asking for a reflection on a current event or trend. What you can do to tell chat is basically say, hey, I'm interested in number 2, or you can say I'm interested in the second one, or I'm interested in number 2. At the end of the day, you're telling chat which one to go through, and usually that will give chat the direction saying, oh, I'm interested in that. Or another way you can do it is you can say, I'm interested in this suggestion. And then you can just copy and paste it. So you can actually take it and say, like, this is sometimes what I'll do, just so there's no worry about chat misunderstanding or focusing on the wrong area. I can say, I'm interested in this suggestion. Can you craft a new discussion prompt? Let's say, don't worry about my typing because it will adjust it. Discussion prompt or question that leaves the current trend as a trend here. Let's actually use brackets. The reason why I'm doing this is I don't have a current trend that I'm thinking of right now. So trend here, the idea is that hopefully chat would basically create the content and the structure for the questions basic enough where I can add in a trend, and the students would then say, hey, okay, here's the trend, and I would basically research a trend and then incorporate that trend in it. So it says, here's a discussion prompt that incorporates a suggestion. Reflect on a current trend in the field of marketing and explain how it impacted your interest in pursuing a career in marketing. Now, this specific class is it's a basics fundamentals of marketing class, and these are students that are not going into a career in marketing. But we can modify this to say, because they're not students that are going to go into a career of marketing, they may go into some marketing aspects. But so one second. So consider the potential opportunities and challenges that this trend presents for marketers and how you see yourself contributing to this evolving landscape. Be sure to avoid mentioning the specific name. Sorry, be sure to avoid mentioning the specific trend by name, and challenge your classmates to guess which trend you're referring to. That's interesting. I wonder if so. These are post-secondary students. So I'm wondering if students would be open enough to do that. But I do like it's making them think and sort of have some invested interest in this, not just putting in, hey, who I am and I'm interested in this class, but actually having it be a little bit different. So I'm going to reflect on the current trend in the reflect on a current trend in the field of marketing, and explain how it has impacted your interests. I'm going to change this sentence and say, change this. We're going to say, change this sentence to be focused on. So here's a sentence, reflect on a current trend in the field of marketing, change marketing to education with a connection to marketing. Now, this is interesting because obviously students in this class specifically they're not really marketers. They're not going to be marketers, but they are going to be learning about the fundamentals of marketing. So thinking through this, this is the revised prompts. Reflect on a current trend in the field of education that has a connection to marketing and explain how it has impacted your interest in pursuing a career, which students are not doing. But we're going to change this and say, change pursuing a career to taking this course, and we'll do that. I just put the actual sentence back in. So what I'm trying to do is remove that it's a marketing career they're trying to do, but connect to that, have them reflect on a current trend in education and how it connects to marketing and how it has impacted their interest in taking this course. Okay, so this is good. So reflect on a current trend in the field of education that has a connection to marketing and explain how it has impacted your interest in taking this course in education with a marketing focus. Consider the potential opportunities and challenges that this trend presents for educators who are responsible for making their responsible for marketing their programs, and how you see yourself contributing to this evolving landscape. Be sure to avoid mentioning. So that's actually, that could be a good starting point. So the point behind this conversation, recording this, is I had a discussion question that was great. It was functional, right? But it was one where there was structure connected to it. And I'm like, how do I change this? How can I use ChatGPT for a creative outlet? Saying, is there a way I can improve this or change it, or just give me something fresh? And ChatGPT has definitely done that. Is it perfect? No, but it gets me going. It gets me thinking about, well, wait, let's have them reflect on this and think through, and then it really hopefully gets the students to start thinking as the byproduct of a great question. And this is just one way to think through how can we use ChatGPT to improve our discussion questions, or modify them, or enhance, or generate ideas to be current with our content. I want you guys to think for a second here. Just in the simplicity of walking through this question and thinking through this, there is almost no reason why we can't create new content very easily for our classes, and content that's meaningful, that's realistic, and you can basically have the freedom to have it unique every single term if you want. Meaning in years past, this could take a lot of time to think through, and you have to be inspired in the moment to think through, well, what would be interesting? What are some trends? And you'd have to go to Google and say, what are current trends, or what are ways to do this? And you'd have to read the articles and read the structure and the recommendations. Whereas ChatGPT, it just made it much easier to get to a meaningful output, which is where I'm looking to go right now. And hopefully just be inspired to think creatively and then take this and modify it to fit what I'm looking for my class. So hopefully that was interesting and gave you a bit of an insight on ways to think through, to be inspired by ChatGPT, or just to generate ideas specific to this video being discussion posts. And yeah, so regardless, Chat's an amazing tool, and it's just a tool. And it is a tool that can be utilized and used. And as educators, we can really, if we understand how to use it, it can make our jobs much more interesting, hopefully, and meaningful for our students. So thanks for watching. And until the next video, I'll see you guys later.